Hey YouTube, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the Cuban Redneck DIY channel, where we do cooking and grilling on Tuesdays and DIY stuff on Fridays. My name is JC. I want to give you a warm welcome. This is your first time here. If you're not yet a subscriber, know that good things are known to happen to those who follow this channel. Today, I want to talk to you about coconut flan. Yeah, Flan De Coco. This is something that came up a little while ago when I did the Cuban flan video. Within hours, a bunch of people tagged me up. Hey, do you have a good recipe? You know how to make Flan De Coco? Do you have a good recipe for Flan De Coco? I've been kind of reluctant to do that because, to be honest with you, my Flan De Coco is really not on point, and I'm not going to play the game that many restaurants do by grabbing some coco rallado, which is a grated coconut in a heavy syrup, pouring it over a regular flan and calling that Flan De Coco. I'm sorry. That might be flan con coco, but that is not Flan De Coco. So with that said, this weekend I was out grocery shopping. My friend Kyle got me some huge jumbo shrimp. I wanted to make a curry shrimp or shrimp curry, not sure how you say that. And so I need some coconut milk. This is pretty standard on West Indies or even Indian cuisine when you're gonna make any type of curry, a pilau, anything of that nature. And next to this can was this sweet condensed coconut milk. So what do you know? Call me a jackass, but I had no idea this thing existed. So now that I have a coconut condensed milk and I have somewhat of a replacement or alternative to evaporated milk, I decided to give coconut flan one more try. So check this out, my new take on Flan De Coco. I have to start by saying that this is one of those do as I say, not as I do videos. That is because being the first time making a Flan De Coco with this milk, I overcompensated. Knowing that the coconut milk contains more fat and less protein than the standard condensed and evaporated milk, I decided to not only add more eggs, 8 instead of 6, but also 4 yolks and 4 whole eggs. The result for this first try was a flan that was a little bit more firm than I would like. That is why I recommend everyone to visit my website, cubanredneck.com, where you will find the most recent updates to all of my recipes. With that said, the Flan De Coco ingredients are as follows: 6 egg yolks, 2 whole eggs, 1 can of sweet condensed coconut milk, 1 can of regular coconut milk, a splash of vanilla, a splash of salt, and 1 cup of sugar for the caramel. Also note that the coconut milk is considerably less sweet than evaporated. If you like your coconut flan sweet, consider adding about a 1/4 cup of sugar to the flan mixture. As with any flan, the first thing we need to do is to make a dry caramel. I think that many people get this part wrong because they're impatient. Start by adding a cup and a half of white sugar into the mold or container. Set the stove to low and leave it alone. On my stove, the perfect spot is about 1.5 on the dial. Don't put any water, don't stir it, don't do anything. If anything, every once in a while, give it a little shake, and that is it. It is going to take a while to come up to temperature, but when it does, you need to keep a close eye on it because it will run away and burn. As you start to see the caramel forming, shake the container in order to incorporate the dry sugar. Please be extremely careful and keep the kids away. Caramel is not something to play with. Little by little, all the sugar will dissolve, at which time you're going to try to cover all the walls of the mold with caramel. Turn off the stove and let it firm up. After it cools down, it should look something like this. With the caramel out of the way, we can start with a flan mixture. And as I said earlier, I overcompensated a little bit by using 8 eggs. The 8 egg idea comes from a flan recipe using whole milk instead of the condensed evaporated combo. I'm going to suggest using 6 instead. 2 whole eggs and 4 egg yolks, but I will confirm the blog a little bit later. Once done with the eggs, mix them well. Add the coconut condensed milk, add the coconut regular milk, and mix it well. Add a splash of vanilla extract, a pinch of salt, and keep on mixing. I don't know if it has to do with the brand of coconut milk that I use, but it was a bit oily and insisted in separating. So make sure that you mix it well. I'm even going to suggest using a mixer or even a blender. Afterwards, deposit your mixture into the caramel mold, cover it, put it in your bain-marie dish, and in the center of a preheated 400-degree oven for 45 minutes. After the time has expired, take it out and let it rest at room temperature before putting it in the fridge for at least 8 hours. This recipe may need a little bit of tweaking, but as far as Flan De Coco is concerned, it's one of the best I've had, if not the best. I mean, this thing actually tastes like coconut. Please support this channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thank you.